Welcome. I'm kind of still like getting into it. Just give me a moment here. I'm still saying my mantra and everything. Okay, so interesting energy. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to lead with the dice. Let's see what happens. That's Virgo, first house with Neptune. First house, Aries. Virgo, something hidden. An illusion. That's yes. Okay, so this is a part of somebody's identity that has been an illusion. Almost like you can go back into your life and look at all your pictures and stuff, and the life that you lived isn't what's in the pictures. You know, it's something like that. It's an illusion. A hermit, something's hiding within somebody's identity. Perfect storm. Okay, slowly brewing. Okay, turned on. So if somebody's hidden illusion within their identity creates, like, wreaks havoc on this person's life, because it's like, if you don't identify the problems in your life, then they soon become your life, right? Your PTSD can take over, like your emotional state can take over, your paranoia can take over. Okay, all these things can take over as if becoming part of your identity. Hidden in there as if, you know, characteristics that you are, but you're not. That's harsh. Narcissist. It's part of this storm cloud. One of these storm clouds. So part of being a narcissist would be like, basically you think everything is about you. You think you should be on everybody's top priority list. If people don't answer you back, then obviously they feel like they've got something else better to do than talk to you. A lot of times it's like, it can be a part of schizophrenia where you feel this sense of entitlement on others, that people should stop, drop, and roll like the second you say something. That can be part of a narcissist side, you know, like people are busy, they have lives, you know, like they can't be expected to respond as soon as you need them. But if you feel like somebody should be responding as soon as you need them, I don't know, maybe this is part of your identity. There could be a narcissist in there somewhere, okay, that is, they are an illusion. They act like they need something all the time, but they don't. It's part of what keeps this person so anxious, you know. It's like as soon as they get settled down, this narcissist will come around and fuck with them again. It could be in their head. It could be a part of their lives, right? You could have somebody that just makes their whole life, you know, like you can't have a single night without this person calling or this person needing your energy. It's like they're heavily emotional too. But their Virgo is turned on. So they want to hide. They try to hide a lot of things, but you'd be surprised how much you try to hide and like it's just visually on your face. Okay, like yeah, you might not say it out loud, but you give a lot away with your facial expressions. You really do. Okay, I slept with this guy once. I swear to God, the way that his face looked, it looked like he won the lottery. And what's weird is that he never really talked to me again. Okay, I found that weird. I found like, okay, your body language speaks 1,000 words versus what's going on in your head. Okay, so you know those situations where, again, like somebody could be looking at you and like their eyes don't lie, their face doesn't lie. Okay, but then they get trapped in their head. That's a part of this illusion. They've got a narcissist in their head. I swear, I had one. My stepmother. She used to haunt my dreams. I don't listen to her anymore. She's that voice in my head that says that nobody likes me. I need to try harder. I can't stop working. If I stop working, I'm a slob. If I don't shower that day, I'm a fucking loser. Oh man, like the shit that she says is like, and this is shit, I know it's her because she would say it to my face. She has. So it's not like I'm hearing things in my head and it's my stepmother and I'm schizophrenic and I'm crazy. No. But usually schizophrenic can be a system of overplaying things, replaying things. Somebody says something and it consistently plays in your head. That's a part of schizophrenia. That's how schizophrenics can end up taking their life, can end up being in a very dark place because one person's words continually play on the recorder. Over and over and over and over and over again, as if it becomes part of their identity. So you've got a narcissist hiding inside of you. Oldies but goodies in reverse, yeah. Yeah, the path in reverse. Yeah, hearth and home in reverse. Yeah, holy fuck. Like, no, this thing is not giving you good memories. It's not giving you good times. It's not giving you a place to go. It's not even giving you a path. This, whatever this is in somebody's head, you need to let that shit go. Like, this person is controlling you through your mind. Through your mind. And I just looked at the words, the ex. I feel like this is an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, ex-husband, ex-partner, somebody's ex, where this had to have been some type of active relationship because there was a point in your life where you stopped maybe possibly listening to them in 3D, and then that's where they went into your head. Okay, because they knew that they couldn't do anything via 3D. So they figure, okay, well, if I'm not getting any luck with this person during the day and the daytime hours, then I'm going to fuck with them at night. Then I'm going to get into their head. I'm going to get into their dark place and I'm going to hide there. So like, wow. I'm going to get into your head and I'm going to hide there. Third party interference. This is what I'm talking about. It's all, this person is in your third eye. Just doing whatever they want in your head. Controlling you, telling you what to do, and you think it's you. A lot of times, these third-party interferences, you think are you, okay? And there's the Blair Witch. It's not. It's manipulation. The Blair Witch wants to cause stress. She wants to fear. Okay, she wants to instill so much fear that you run away and never come back because she doesn't want anybody in her forest. Okay, that's her forest. That's where she wants to be. She doesn't want anybody else there. So this is like that third party interference, okay? It's almost as if they have possibly kicked you out of your own fucking body. Okay, they don't want anybody else there. And then when you approach this person, they make you fear them because they don't want anybody around. Okay, they most certainly don't want anybody around questioning what it is that you're doing. Okay, so like now I'm kind of getting dizzy. This is very like, this is very demonic energy, okay? There's vampire, murder, and bully. And you know how they say with gossiping, oh my God, it is very hard to kill a vampire, but it's not impossible. Okay, so this person feels like they will never die in your head. They can live in your head for the rest of eternity. Okay, in their minds, as long as they're in your head, they live forever. And that's, I think, personally, I think that Collective's going to be able to get rid of this. Okay, whether it's through Reiki, whether it's through healing, whether it's through just simply purging. I don't think that whoever this bully is, they're a bully because they believe that they have such power over Collective. That's why they're a bully. This is somebody that if you don't do what they say, they'll get angry, pissed off, walk away. Okay, you cannot fix the situation unless it's fixed. And they're the ones that gain from it. Okay, these people or person or whoever this is instills fear in people on a daily basis. I don't know if fear like gets them off or something like that. It wouldn't surprise me. Fear gets a lot of people off. Okay, people want to be feared, and in a world of already such misery and hate. Why do you want to be feared? Like, that is insane to me. That is insane. But obviously, if they're feared, then you'll listen to them. And it's all about control, right? If they fear you, then they know that like you're controlling them. Okay, so by not giving this person any power, then they can't control you. So this is a state of mind where, okay, so if this thing is truly in your head, okay, if somebody has manifested a space inside of your third ear, inside of your head, there's possible different ways of like how to get this person out of your head, but like one of the best ways to get this person out of your head is to start remembering how you used to do things. Okay, so say you had this routine of going to the store every week because you thought like, fuck it, why am I going to drive? It's so close. So back when you were a kid, you would always skateboard or you would always ride your bike. Okay. And even though it's a 2-second drive, it's like you finally get on your skateboard again, or you finally get on your bike again. And it's just like, but now all of a sudden somebody's got you kicked off your skateboard. Like you're too fucking old to be skateboarding. Okay. That means they've gotten into your head. Okay. Or right, you can walk to the store. You don't need to ride your bike. You're not a child, okay? Then that whole mentality comes in. Like as if when you pleasure yourself in riding your bike, the simple life's gifts, suddenly you're a child? Suddenly you're a child. This is somebody who wants to control you, by the way, okay? Calling you a child. So now, in order to get this person out of your head, you start skateboarding to the store again. Okay, you call the person that you haven't talked to for a while because now you don't remember why the fuck you're fighting. Okay, because it could be this narcissistic energy that wants you all to yourself, all to themselves. Okay, and all to yourself. Okay, so then they got you, really, literally. Okay, so you started to get friends. Now all of a sudden they're going to take your friends away, but it's going to be in your head. You're going to start thinking that people are talking about you. You're going to start thinking that people are spreading their fucking word about you, spreading their mouth about you. They don't like you. They don't want you around. So start coming around. Start calling people again. Start doing the things that you used to do that suddenly got taken away from you, that you really don't know how they got taken away from you. It's just suddenly you stop doing them. Now start doing it again. And whatever this is in your head will dissipate because you're no longer giving it the strength and the will to control you. Okay, because whatever it is hiding. And the whole point of it hiding in you is so that it does take your identity away from you. So that it does slowly slip you into some type of psychosis where you listen to them and only them and stop being yourself. Okay, this would mean now suddenly the things that you do, you know, a lot of it really is like childish. You know, they'll say that you are childish in enjoying your life, okay, if you don't go shopping all the time, right? Because they'll say, oh, holding on to things, that's childish. You need to evolve. You need to get rid of old things and buy new things. And no, that's being stupid. That's being a consumer. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of things that sometimes come into your head, like you need to do these things, but that's consumerism. No, you don't. Okay, you need to go places certain way. No, you don't. You want to fucking skateboard there? You want to fucking rollerblade there? I don't give a fuck. You don't want to take your car because it's a 2-minute drive? Do it another way. Okay, and that binds you back to your childhood. Like, I don't know, maybe this person got into your head as a child. I mean, it is first house, your identity. Okay, maybe they crept into your life at a very vulnerable time where you were struggling with your identity. Okay, so then they illusioned you. Okay, maybe, and I got this too at the very beginning of the reading, but I wasn't quite sure if it was something to take seriously, but now it's coming back up again, where you could have been born a boy or a girl and it was wrong. You know, like that's not your soul. Your soul, like your body is not reflecting the way that your soul truly is. Okay, so then that's like saying that you have feminine tendencies as a male, but your parents wouldn't let you be that way because you're a male and you're supposed to be it and do it this way, but you wanted to do it a different way. Okay, so they fucked with your identity. Okay, there's also parents out there that wanted little girls but got little boys and then started dressing little boys as little girls. Then those little boys think that they are little girls because mommy wanted a little girl the whole time. She didn't actually want a kid. She wanted a statistic. She wanted something, but it wasn't actually a human. Okay, or she would have accepted it for being what it is. That's what we do with children. We accept them for what they are because we reincarnated them, we brought them here, and now all of a sudden we want to pre-program them or control them so then they are like us. But why do they need to be like you? There already is a you. Your kid is never going to be like you. It's going to pick up a lot of tendencies. It's going to pick up a lot of habits that you do, but your kid is not going to be you because it isn't you. Okay, so whatever this vampire is, it managed to get into your life. This thing might be dead. Okay, it might be a relative that's already deceased, but you have some type of very strong attachment to it, you know, i.e. you've got a lot of pictures of them around still, you talk to them a lot, right? You're still struggling with their death. This could be the person that is still controlling you from beyond. And they're a huge bully, like they're a massive bully, but somehow you don't see it as them. Okay, this is a lot of root chakra too. So like, I do feel like this is roots. Like again, with the first house, this makes sense with identity. Okay, and gossiping about you. Like again, these people might be alive. Okay, I'm not sure, but I do feel like someone's talking shit about you in your own house. Okay, or under your own roof, and it's like trying to change you, trying to get you to do something, okay, trying to get you to go down a path that you don't want to go down, okay, trying to get you to come out and do something that is not your business to be doing because they don't want you around. Okay, do you realize that if you've ever had one of those spouses where it's like you've lost your job and now suddenly you're the worst human in the world and like you need to be getting work right away because they don't want you at home, they don't want you, you know, observing anything, they don't want you sitting around, they want you constantly in disarray working, so then you're not paying attention to what's going on in your life. You need to be paying attention to what's going on in your life because you have a third-party interference that's literally in your head that could be making you an idiot, right? Not making you look twice before you cross the road, things like that, right? Because they say that you already know. Well, you would know if somebody was about to hit you. How? How would you know that a car's about to hit you if you don't look both ways, right? It's that kind of entitlement of some type of energy that makes you feel like you know more than what you do, so then you enter situations misinformed or uninformed, okay, and look like an idiot. That's also another huge indicator of this energy. And now Spirit's saying that they can't do this anymore. They're done. It's over with. You had your fun. And like they tried to sacrifice you a couple times here. You know, they tried to end you. They tried to take your entire mind up over every single matter, as if their opinion is the only opinion that matters in the room. And we have a twist of events on the bottom of the deck, which makes me feel like there is a huge twist of events happening. Okay, there is going to be a change in the story for you. Okay, there's the Ace of Cups with dreams and instincts. You know what I'm talking about, because your dreams, and Mercy, your dreams are going to lead you down the path where this Ace of Cups begins to be exposed. Okay, and the Ace of Cups would be you getting your own mind back, your life back, you getting your instincts back again, your ability to channel, to read energy again. Okay, this person has made it so then you can't read energy, so then you don't know where you're going, so then your path is upside down, because then as soon as you make a decision about something, this thing will interfere with that decision. Okay, as if telling you that you're not making the right ones, that you need to listen to something else in the back of your head. And it's like, you remember those movies or like shows or something like that where they would show like the devil and the angel on somebody's shoulder? It's like, pay attention to that, because I do feel like there might not be two things telling you what to do, but there's definitely your mind with something else, okay? And whether it is a devil or demon or something like that, 2202 on the clock, it's definitely something that I feel you're listening to. And you might think that it's you. You might really, or think it's a loved one that's trying to, give you the best advice, and it isn't. It's something that's really trying to poison you at this point in time, and poison and take away your identity. Okay, as collective, we know our identities mean everything because they're attached to our missions. If we don't have our mission, then what? We just become like everybody else. We're going to shut our fucking senses off. We're going to shut all of our sensories off, okay, and then become robots. And spirit can't have it like that. They can't have us shut down anything, because then who's supposed to help their collective? Okay, if you or I or, our light bearers aren't doing it, then who's supposed to lead everybody to the light? Okay, who's supposed to help everybody? Okay, so yeah, these energies have strength at times, but they don't control. Okay, they think they can, and that's the whole mirage. Anybody that thinks they can control your life is living an illusion, obviously. Okay, they're not controlling your life. They think that they are. You think that they are because they say that they are, but really they're only saying that they are, so then you don't notice that they're really not. It's such a fuckery. It's like such a riddle. And I don't like riddles. I've been one of those people, I don't know, my whole life. I'm dyslexic, so like for the most part, I don't even fucking know what you're saying. And then you want it to be something like a riddle that I have to solve? Now I have to solve the puzzle of something I don't even understand what you just fucking said? Like, write it down in a picture, and I'll maybe understand what you're saying. Okay. What are we gonna do now? Itchy, 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 itchy scabs. That sounds so gross. But my tattoo's healing, and this is the last one I did, and it's so itchy. Oh! It's taking my distraction away. It's making me distracted. Okay, stop itching, please. Okay, here we go. Next message. Take it or leave it. Whoa. Hey, igniting. Hey. How's it going, little buddy? Honestly, I'm going to make you a moderator, all right? There you go, igniting. You're a moderator now. So if anybody writes any fucked up shit in the chat, you can shut them down now. You've got the power. Just wait till you write something else, and your name should be in blue. All right. We have separation in reverse. Okay, so somebody wants to be unseparated from you. We have sword in the stone and the chaser in reverse. Okay, so somebody ran away from you, and they don't want to run away from you anymore? Ha! Well, what do you know? This could be a lot of different things. Okay, so just take the analogy. Hey, look at there, you're in blue, baby. See, you got that little wrench. Anybody fucks around, you can just zap them now and fucking shut them up. All those assholes out there that come in with their robot chat moves. Yeah, I need to have little people like you fucking shooting back at them. You're a part of my army now. All right, igniting, you are part of the army. Okay. Clock, yeah, time is up, baby. Addiction in reverse. Okay, so from the looks of it, you have somebody in the chat, okay, take it if it resonates, lost somebody due to an addiction. Okay, whatever it was they were addicted to, or thinking that they were addicted to, okay, they would rather be in love with you, possibly, okay, if that's the analogy. Now, whatever that is, okay, if this is an employer that fired you, well, guess what? The grass wasn't greener on the other side, okay? Somebody who didn't take a chance on you, ran away from you, now they're like, okay, well, you didn't chase after me. What the fuck did you expect, right? Okay, so what did you expect? Some people, okay, who have been mistreated expect to be chased, okay, threatened, okay, stalked almost. That's what they expect energy to do because they've never really had a positive connection. Okay, so you might have just been kind of straight edge, to the point, clarity, truth, okay, and this person ran away from that because it was like, what's that? Oh my God, that's The Office. So there's this show called The Office. I talk about it a lot, but there's Kelly Kapoor. She's talking about Daryl when she goes out with this guy named Daryl. And Daryl, she goes, who the hell tells you what's going on in their mind all the time? Like, what kind of fuckery is that? Like, she says something like that. Like, who tells you the truth all the time? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so she's not used to Daryl being so abrasive, so truthful, so honest. Okay? She thinks it's a mind fuck because she's only ever been fucked around by people who don't know what they want, people who run away because it's Ryan. Okay? She only knows Ryan. Ryan runs away from her, but yet gets back with her all the time. Okay, so that's really the abusive relationship, right? But she thinks Daryl's the fuckery who actually tells her the truth, okay? Because most people that you think are even telling you the truth are lying to you, okay? But it looks like they're telling you the truth because they look really fucking genuine about it. But then they turn around and run away from you and you're like, okay, well, clearly you didn't tell the truth because there was, if somebody's willing to go toe-to-toe you, okay, be truthful, be honest, raise their sword, then there really is no reason for anybody to walk away or run away. But somebody who wants to lie, okay, then they will run away the second you lift up your sword because they don't have a sword. Their sword is in reverse, which means they're going to be holding it by the tip. That ain't going to work out very well, okay, for them, right? So it's like, oh, I don't know, let's keep going. So now maybe all of a sudden they're like, okay, well, your truth isn't scaring. Somehow your truth isn't scaring them anymore. Okay, like maybe you broke it down with a boss, paradise, happiness. Maybe you broke it down with somebody, okay, and you were like, listen, you either want this or you don't. And if you don't, then that really sucks because this could be really awesome. There's the dragonfly. Adapt, change, heal, things coming to light, right? Because not everybody is going to pick you. Not every employer is going to say you're the best one. Not every person's going to want to date you, okay? But the point is that you try, okay? That's the whole point, but not chase. There's a difference between chasing and trying. Trying means, 2-3 times, give it a try. That's trying. Trying something once, that's not good enough. Try it twice, try it 3 times, and then that's it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But just to try something once, okay, you know that you're not going to get a very good reaction from the first time. Okay, and that's even if you sleep with somebody for the first time. You realize the first time is going to be the most awkward, the most awful, okay? Like, it probably only lasted 2-3 minutes tops, okay, if that's even possible, okay? So it's like you can never judge something on the first couple tries, okay? It takes people a while to find a rhythm, especially if you started a new job. You're not going to be perfect at it on day one. Give it a couple weeks. Give it, try it out because it might be something that you've never tried, but you certainly love or you end up falling in love with. Some things that we reach for that we think possibly that there's no way we're going to get, and then we do get, we get obsessed with because the whole time we thought we couldn't do it. Okay, and then we're like, oh my fucking God, I can do this? Okay, easy, right? And then it just like changes your world. Mirror in reverse. So, like, somebody... Oh, okay. So I feel like whoever this person is, okay, you went through something very similar to what this person went through. Okay, the only difference is you healed before they healed. So when they saw that you were so healed from what they went through too, I think it was kind of freaky to them. I think they thought, you know, I don't know, maybe you were super damaged like they were. And once they realized that you weren't, and this could actually be something, you know, possibly like pretty awesome. You know, it again, with the boss thing, like, I don't know if somebody just went for an interview or something like that, but I feel like if the boss didn't pick you, I feel like it's because something within them said no. It wasn't anything about you. It was something about them. And also, they could have been attracted to you. Okay, and that could have scared them as well. Like, well, they didn't want to, you know, hire you just because of the way that you looked, because then they, you know, like, that's a sleazy move to do, obviously, right? Like, so I don't know, there could be something with that too. So you might, and then this boss all of a sudden realizes how dumb they were to have thought that, to not give you the job because you are attractive. Like, you could have been a little bit flirty with them at the interview, but really, that's just a lot of people, honestly, with bartending, because I'm so fucking good at it. I've done it for 20 years. It's something, bartending is just something that, you know, I don't even really drink, but I love being behind a bar. I love mixing drinks. I love running around. I love serving. I love the restaurant industry. I always have. Okay. And there is a lot of times where I'd be behind that bar and, like, you know, just honestly, for the most part, if people didn't have the right kind of confidence, they had no right being behind a bar. Okay. And, like, I would be talking with people because, I mean, it's a fucking performance, bitch. Anybody that's at work, you're performing, okay? Get used to it. You're on a fucking stage. You're performing, okay? And that's the way that I saw bartending. So I talk to everybody, okay? But I'm also that kind of person. I talk to a lot of people. I don't, there's no shame in talking to somebody. And if you think there is, whatever, fucking go under a hole and die, okay? Honestly, if you're that scared to talk to people, because, like, people can tell you the best stories. They can give you the best advice. And, like, I talk to people, and you know who sits at bars? Old men. Not young, attractive men. Old men sit at bars. And you know what old men know? Everything. They know everything. I once started talking to this guy at the bar because he came in every Monday. And all he ever wanted to do was talk about how fucking awesome his wife was, and, like, this little fucking place that they lived in the woods, and, like, you know, how cool his fucking, you know, his life was and everything. And, like, and then, so I trusted his judgment. Okay. I really did. And I was having a problem with my vehicle. And this guy he's not a mechanic, but he's been around heavy machinery basically his whole life. And I was like, okay, his name was Tiger. I go, all right, can you come take a look at my car? Because, like, I think something's wrong with it. He comes outside. Oh, my God, bless this man. He's in his work clothes, so he doesn't matter. He's rolling around on the ground, okay, in traffic. There's a fucking stoplight right there. I'm, like, trying to keep his feet tucked in so nobody runs over him. He gets under my car. He fucking puts his hands in where the ball joints are and shit. Oh, my God. He's fucking moving things underneath my hood. Oh, my God. He gave me a diagnosis. There was about 3 or 4 things wrong with the car. And I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be fucking kidding me. But the next day I took it to a mechanic, and every single thing that man said that was wrong with my car was wrong. I've never had a diagnosis so good in my life. He looked at things that I haven't had a mechanic be able to look at for years. And he was like, well, something wrong with that. Well, something wrong with that. Well, this isn't supposed to be like this. Well, this is definitely too. And I was like, obviously bought him a beer instantly, but, like, some men take that the wrong way. You know, some men are like, oh, she's hitting on me, or oh, I've got this young little stallion at the bar that always fucking yanks my chain every time I come in there, and I love it. She always gives me a hard time, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you got to realize some people are just doing their job. Okay, and it might come off like they're flirting or whatever. And honestly, because I'm so happy, and I have spent an eternity to try to be happy like this, honestly, it's something that it is so hard because the darkness is right there and it can take you over at any point in time. I choose to be happy because being happy there's a difference between being pissed off and being happy. I'm schizophrenic. I need to be happy because if I'm fucking sad, those voices and those things that I hear in my head get fucking worse and worse and worse. Okay. So people like me can't hear those bad voices. Okay, what's up, Danny? Okay, so we have to keep it in the light. We have to stay positive because those voices are the inevitable. They want to be the inevitable anyways. And my sister is currently, she's writing this movie right now. She's doing a screenplay right now with her, one of her director friends in Toronto. And this poor guy, he's been coming to town because his niece has been suicidal. She's 16 years old. So he's been coming down and keeping an eye on his niece while his sister, who is a nurse that works at night, overnight, he keeps an eye on his niece while she's at work. And so my sister's been going over there to write this movie, this screenplay with them. And she wasn't feeling good. And so she went, you know what, like, can we postpone this and like, you know, we'll pick it up in a couple days. So she left. And her friend, okay, was, you know what, it was a little bit early. It was only about 9:30. And usually he doesn't go check on his niece at 9:30 because by that time she's in bed and she's watching TV and she's fine. But he went, you know what, something felt off. Even my sister felt off and everybody felt off. So he went in to go check on her and she had cut her wrist so deep, he said he could see the bone. And if he hadn't have gone in there, if he had to just let her sleep, you know, for the night, she would have died. So she's in a rehab now in Toronto. She got transferred to Sick Kids right away. Now she's in a facility right away. They took her to a facility right away. They have a really good program. It's a very Toronto has this rehab facility that a lot of actors and actresses go to. I forget what it's called, like C-Tech or something. I don't know. I forget what it's called, but anyways. And Cam, I don't know, whatever it is. And so she's there now, and she slit her wrists Friday night. I think it was Friday night, just before the full moon. And the portal opened on Saturday. The 8/8 portal opened on Saturday, which obviously the energy would have been in on Friday. Okay. The full moon was yesterday. So there has been so much energy, okay, that it was almost like a do or die in the last couple of days. It really was. Like I lost somebody. Not impressed with that at all. I don't even know how it happened. Suddenly something happened with his lungs. I have no idea. Okay. And it's just like, it was a hit. Like that was a hit. Like we shouldn't have had to do that. You know, like same with him. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know, there's always that worry, you know, that something could happen, but you don't actually think that something could happen, you know, because you're like, no, like, you know, I know I'm just paranoid, but what is paranoia? Like Greg got paranoid. So that's why he went into his niece's room. Okay, he didn't feel right. When you don't feel right, that's paranoia. Why would you get that feeling? You get that feeling because something's not right. Okay, so when you drink that down and when you smoke that away, you're taking your soul's ability to ring the bell, the alarm to say something's wrong, and you say, fuck it, nothing's wrong, I'm just being paranoid. That's not how it works. I wish it was. I wish it was just a dumb alarm that they rang and it was false every time. But it's not. Okay, so back to the reading. Well, this is all the reading, but this is back to whoever just ran away from you. Okay, whoever just ran away from you is getting a taste of this medicine And it's a good medicine. They need it because it's a medicine that people are not supposed to chase you. Abusive people will chase people, but healthy people don't chase people. Okay? So, same with this boss. I don't know. They wouldn't chase you around. Like, they either want you there or they don't want you there. Right? So going back and forth, I don't know, maybe they brought you to and from a couple interviews or something like that, and you're just like, shit, or get off the pot, man. Like, do you fucking want me to work here or you don't? Right? It's something like that. It's something that you're forcing somebody to want to run away. There is, okay, keys on a ring with wedding ring. So whoever this person is, okay, and whatever this analogy is in your life that it resonates with, this person thought that they were just one of many to you. So if they were an employer, they just thought, well, they're just one, employer that you put your resume out to, and it really doesn't matter because you're really not looking for anything to settle down. You just want to look for multiple jobs. When, like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Okay? You want something legit. But maybe they thought, okay, so maybe this is something where you just got out of a contract, okay? Or you go to hire somebody, they just got out of a contract, and you say, well, I have a contract. And they're like, well, I can't sign a contract. I just got out of a contract. And you're like, well, if you want to work here, you got to understand this contract is going to help you. It's not going to hurt you. Okay, the other contract might have hurt you. Somebody might have taken advantage of you in that contract. But this contract is to help you so then that doesn't happen. And you're like, oh, okay. Okay, because yes, some people play on the right side of the law and some people play on the wrong side of the law. But always remember that if you were playing with somebody on the other side of the law that thought that they could fuck around as much as they could, then just know that as long as you break the cycle, that's done and over with. It ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. Not enough in reverse. So this person stabbed in the back. This is what I mean. So this person, whoever this person is, they have this tendency to feel like they're not good enough. Okay, that maybe you were just fired from a job. Okay, maybe they were just fired from a job and they feel down on their luck and they feel like, okay, well, this person fired me, then everybody's going to fire me. And it's a little bit of self-sabotage in there, which is why I think they ran away, because if they didn't run away, they were going to sabotage it. And I don't think they wanted to sabotage it, which means if they didn't know what to say, they said nothing at all. If they didn't know what to do, they did nothing. If they were supposed to come over, they didn't. Okay, if it was things like that, they just didn't, because I think they would have possibly made themselves feel worse about not being good enough, so they just took themselves out of the equation, so then they didn't ever have to feel like they weren't good enough for it. But maybe now they're going to realize you're the only person that says you're not good enough. If an employer doesn't hire you, it's not that you're not good enough. It could just be that somebody else fits the profile better than you. Okay, keep trying. It doesn't mean you stop trying. Still continue to try for the things that you fail at, because you're only failing because it's not the right fucking hook. Okay, the only reason why you're not reeling anything in is because no one's taking the bait. It's not the right bait for the fish in the fucking pond. Something like that. Okay, so it's not that you're doing something wrong. It's just you have to either change the bait or you got to wait a little bit longer than what you thought. Don't sabotage something because it hasn't happened yet. And especially if you're not talking to them. If you're not talking to somebody, okay, it might look like they stabbed you in the back, but really they don't know what to say. So they're not saying anything at all. And it could be a little shocking because this person, as of last week, might have had a million things to say. And all of a sudden this week you got nothing to say. Okay, again, in their head. Okay, in their head going like, well, they've got a million possibilities, so why do they care if I come around? Very lack thereof mentality. Okay, mentality. I feel like this is a male masculine energy. Okay, feeling not good enough, so they're sulking. Okay, they're acting like a baby almost, and acting like that's what you're giving them, but really you're not. You're giving them the keys to the palace, and they're saying that they're not ready for it. So then when you take the keys back, then they go, well, fuck you. Like, just because I said I don't know for sure. And, then they run away. And it's like, well, I'm not going to give you the keys to the fucking palace if you're going to run away. Like, why would I do that? Like, You know, like, no, come back and get them when you're ready. Don't just run off with somebody's shit, okay? So, I don't know. That's why we say take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Cassette. Outdated thinking. Replaying events over in your head. So this person they're replaying events that happened in their life where they weren't good enough, where they were somebody's last choice, where, you know, they were somebody's one night stand and never came back. They're replaying things, acting like you're doing it right now, and you're not doing anything. You're just replaying things. You might be just as schizophrenic as most of us, playing these things over in your head, thinking that things are happening in your head, and they're not. This person's got nothing to do with it. But at the same time, if you have had some, like, possibly some thoughts, some paranoia thoughts that somebody is avoiding you and they don't want to speak to you, that is also coming through here. Like, it's not your paranoia. They really don't know what to say, or they really are, yes, ignoring you. They really have turned and walked away. Okay, but it's not to say that they've walked away for good, because from the looks of it, they're coming back. Okay, there's the Reaper in reverse, sunglasses, engagement ring, and passion. So now it's like, now they decide, okay, well, if I'm not just one of your keys on your little fucking ring, then we'll make it official. So then what? They go from running away to then wanting to make it official? Oh, good God, I hope you can hang on to this stallion, because I feel like this is a wild horse. Oh, good God. The bull in the rodeo. Like, hang on for dear life. Holy fuck. How can they be so hell-bent on having it one way, and now all of a sudden it's like hating vanilla ice cream, and then all of a sudden you just can't get enough of it, and you're like, chill. Have you never had vanilla before? And it's like, no, they haven't. I don't know. What? The butterfly. Healing the inner child with a new phase and transformation. So I do really feel like this person, you know, by letting them run away, okay, by not chasing them, by not tearing them down, by not calling them vigorously until they answer the phone, that helps evolve them out of the childhood mentality that you are supposed to chase somebody around if you like them. 90210 type of hoe. Treat a man like he treats me. Difference between a hooker and a hoe ain't nothing but a fee. Okay, so they need to learn that guys and girls are the same. Okay, difference between a hooker and a hoe ain't nothing but a fee. You are not a hooker. You might look like a hoe, but you are not a hooker. You are not out selling your shit for some cash. I.e. this ring, keys on a ring. You're not out there selling your ish to get somebody to buy something. Okay, so that's why they thought you were going to chase them. Because if that's what you were doing, you would chase them. You would chase them around. Okay, but you're not like that, so you didn't. And they're like, oh, well, this is interesting. And you're like, well, this is what it's like to be in an emotionally stable relationship. Nobody chases the other one. Bitch, if you don't pick up my phone call, I guess we ain't talking that day. Okay? It's not call until somebody picks up. Like, oh my God, my sister dated this guy back in the day. She, right when those call boxes came out, you know, with the caller ID and shit, she was at work. She came home, and she had her own line, like her own telephone line in high school, because she just got way too many phone calls. She was Miss Popularity. Way too many phone calls, so my mom just got her own little private phone line for her room. And so I didn't even hear the phone ring when it did, because it wasn't my phone. I used the family phone. I was younger than her, right? So she got home one day and she was like, Whitney! So I come like running out of my room or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know how old she was. She was like, I don't know, maybe 17 or something, maybe 18. And she's like, she gave this guy her number, and she gave the guy, because they went to fucking elementary school together. They knew each other, she thought. Anyways, they used to be best friends. Tell me how this guy didn't call her like 47 times one day. We counted, because we were talking about it the other day. We were like, how many times? And I said 47, and she was like in the 70s or something. And I'm like, I don't think it was that many times. She's like, no. She's like, I think you were right, because it was in this span of like 4 or 5 hours. And it was to the point, no, about 7 hours. It was to the point where he was calling every like under 10 minutes. Call. Like possibly there was times where he would call, there was only 2 minutes or 3 minutes in between. But obviously back in the day, right? Like you didn't know how many times people called you. They could have been trying to call you all day, and you pick up the phone right when you get home. They just didn't leave you any messages. So it's like, think about it that way. We had stalkers long before stalkers were even visible through, your phone. Okay, so why are we talking about this? Oh yeah, the chasing. Okay, so clearly, I mean, he just thought my sister didn't work or something and was just supposed to be home all day to pick up his greasy phone calls. I don't know. But it was good to know, because she never spoke to him again. I'm sorry, you're going to call me 40 times while I'm at work? There's something wrong with you, right? Because that means that, that's who the fuck calls somebody that many times? Like if you don't pick up the phone, it means you're busy. If you don't text back, that means you're busy. Okay, give somebody a couple hours, even if it's a text message. I mean, honestly, people can be very obnoxious with their text messages. You can text message them and they get it and they read it and they say they're too busy to respond. And you think to yourself, how long does it take to send word and press send? Like, I mean, under a second, right? I don't have time. What? You don't have time? Okay, this one guy, I messaged him, and he messaged me back like 2 days later or something like that. He's like, sorry, been busy. No, you weren't that busy. You're going to take 48 hours just to write, sorry, I've been busy. It's a full of shit statement. I wish, at this point in time, oh my God, Renee on here. Oh my God, Renee, my friend from Australia, she only usually writes me on Twitter. And bitch, I can take me 3 weeks to write back to her. And it's not like I'm not doing it on purpose. I just never on there. I always read what she has to say. And for the most part, if it's nothing I have to text back, it can take me 3 weeks to text her back. She knows I'm always going to write her back. But she's in Australia. Do you think she needs an answer right away? No. Okay? So it's like sometimes you have to realize that we've had these like overwhelming statistics in our heads because of how many narcissists have been around us and how mistreated they really have. Okay, so we think that we have to go above and beyond and do all this shit for people because of these people saying that we have to. And then once you put yourself on the front burner, you're like, bitch, you're on the back burner, which means I don't give a fuck. You could burn. And I wouldn't care because I'm concentrating on the front burner right now. That's the food I really want. So you want to talk your shit. You want to act like you don't have time. You want to run away. Well, guess what? Collective's not chasing you. They're not going to text you over and over and over again to see where you are. If you don't respond, if you don't like it, you don't want to be around, see you later. That's a healed person. That's a person in their own energy. That's a person who's not looking to push their energy out to people. It's, well, if you're around, you're around. And if you're not, sucks to be you because I'm around and I know you want to hang out with me. But you want to push your energy and go with all the haters and go hang out with all the fucking loosey-goosey, just fuck me and leave kind of energies, then go right ahead. But like, I'm over here and I'm going to stay over here. Collective is on a different level. And you have to realize you're always going to be on another level. People want to try to get up there with you, but you're not going to be lifting anybody up to come to you. Okay, but what you're going to do is lower yourself to then you go see other people. Okay, and that's where you've got to learn. Like if you're on a certain fucking status, you're on that status. Don't lower yourself to go hang out with people that are lower than you. Why? It's not a matter of financial. It's a matter of fucking mind over matter. It's a level of integrity. It's a level of respect. It's a level of, why would you want to go hang out with a bunch of out of control people when you're the only grounded one there? You think you're going to leave that place grounded and intact when you just walked in with a bunch of vampires and fucking succubus energies that can't go home home if they tried, right? People put a lot of stuff in their bag and they don't need to, there's the phoenix. Rise from the ashes, my friends. Rise, transform, grow, change your mind, change your life, change the things that you're stuck in. Because some of those things that you're stuck in, like I can't do this, or small favor mind on this, or, belittling yourself with this, or like I can't call somebody, they're supposed to call me, or, like all that kind of stuff is just, is some type of statistic or something written down that's not an actual fact. Because we're not all here with the same energy and we're not all going through the same thing. So why is it that when one person says something, we take it as in the 3-day rule, or you can't message her before he messages you, or you can't call a boss and inquire about a job, they have to call you first? Where is that? Where is all that statistics written down? Because I know we all heard it, but does it make it true because we all heard it? Or does it make it a fabrication and a brainwash because we all heard it? The mind is a beautiful thing. Allow it to rise, okay? Like the phoenix, you truly are. What do we have? 56. Wow, that was a time caught on numbers. 56, that's 1111. Actually, I looked at my phone this morning at 1111, which was weird because I wasn't looking at my phone, but I pressed it because I thought it went off, and then boom, I was like, oh, 11, what a beautiful number, because it is, obviously, kick-ass number. I'm going to head out. I'm glad it resonated, ignited. You guys came a little bit late, so there's this whole other reading in the beginning that you get to watch. It was a pretty good one. So I hope it resonated. For anybody that it did, if it didn't, obviously, I can't apologize for that. Just wait for the next reading. Send all your telepathic questions my way, okay? If God really wants you to get them, trust me, you will. And, yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for liking the video. And, okay, we need to send some very positive energy to this YouTube, okay? Very positive energy towards this YouTube. Everybody give this YouTube a nice big hug, okay? Because if we don't have this YouTube, so many people can't get their messages. And I'll be damned if I lose it to witchcraft or some type of hex like I did before. Never in a million years. So send your Reiki healing love to this channel. Allow it to keep growing. Send them out to your friends and your family if you think they're going to resonate, okay? Obviously. Bring some fresh meat into the group. We need some, or you guys just need to start sending me your questions in a little bit more, but I will never get mad at you because you're my collective. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I really want to say. I hope it resonated, like I said, and have a wonderful Sunday. All right. Namaste, everybody. Take care. Woo!